Okay, hey Year 5 and 6. So Mr. Paliotti here for your next instalment of the P lessons that we're doing. You'll have Mr. Washer's Invasion Games and Mrs. Paliotti's Indoor Athletics. And I'm going to do some striking and fielding type games with you. Obviously there's limitations as to what we can do, but there's going to be lots of throwing and catching in particularly today's lesson, then we'll maybe next session move it on a bit more to some target style throwing and a bit more game specific. We're going to get the heart rate going, get our breathing rate going with a bit of a warm up. So to start with, I want you to do 10 throws and catches, remembering those key skills: one hand, catching two, follow the ball up with your eyes, catch it with nice big cupped hands. 10 of those, then you're going to do 10 star jumps. Okay, then 10 more throws and catches, and then this time you're going to do 10 mountain climbers. So arms below your shoulders or hands below your shoulders, knees up to the chest, and then you're going to finish with 10 more throws and catches, and then I want you to do 10 climb the rope. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. That's your warm up. Okay, right, next activity. We're going to do a reaction and a catching style activity. Freddie, come here, you're going to be my assistant. You'll need your parent or brother or sister to help you here. And he's got 3 different coloured pairs of socks, green, red and white for us. And he's going to throw them in the air, and I've got to catch the colour that Freddie shouts, okay? So, when you're ready.
Red!
Awesome. Do one more time.
White!
Luckily white was coming towards me. Now you can make that more difficult with your helper by getting them to say the colour a little bit later, but have a go at that. Okay, so you did some clap catching with Mr. Washer with the larger ball last time. We're going to try it with a smaller ball. So you're going to throw, one hand, clap, catch if it's easy, 2 if it's really easy, 3 if you've got a bit more space, and so on. See how many claps you can do. If you're outside, you can go a little bit higher. The next, even bigger challenge to that skill is going to be on the floor. You need a hard surface. You're going to bounce, clap below, clap above, and then catch it. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, try that again. Okay, so clap below, clap above, catch. Bit more difficult, but give it a go. Okay, right, we're going to make it more challenging now. We're going to do some throwing and catching activities which are a bit more difficult. This is going to be a throw and spin. Now it's really hard for me inside because the ceiling's quite low, so being outdoors or having higher ceilings makes it a bit easier, but I'm going to try and throw it, spin and catch it before it bounces. Okay. Okay, now maybe that wasn't the full 360, but yeah, give that a go. Okay, right, moving it on a little bit further. If you've got a wall, somewhere that you can use a bit of space, I've got a small wall here, but I'm going to throw and catch off the wall. Easier version is 1 and catch with 2, throw with 1 and catch with 2. Harder is left, right, so throwing in one hand, catching in the other, throwing with that same hand, catching in the other, and so on. So I'll show you the first easy one. I would suggest that you have a nice wide base for this. You don't want to be going opposite hand, opposite foot for this sort of throwing and catching. It's more about the catch. So 1 to 2, pretty easy. Throw with 1, catch with 2. Soft hands, elbows bent, so you have a little bit of give when you're catching it. You don't want to have hard hands, you don't want to snatch. Nice and easy. You could make it harder initially by going opposite hand, weaker hand. Okay? So that's the slightly easier version. Harder version is left, right, left, right. Okay, so throw with left, catch with right. Okay, so using both hands, and you're only using one hand to catch. See how many you can do in a minute. Okay, right, last challenge. We're going to do a bit of juggling. You'll have seen the video a few weeks ago of the teachers having a go at juggling. We're going to try with just 2 balls, and so that's the sort of beginnings of juggling, and see how we get on. So it's quite difficult, but to start with, all you're going to do is toss the first ball up, and then as that's in the air, throw the next one and catch them both. Okay? Right, let's see how we go. Okay? As the first one's in the air about eye level, the next one goes up. And if you want an even bigger challenge, 2 balls, 1 hand. Okay, so hopefully I've given you something to be practicing, some simple and some slightly more advanced throwing and catching skills. They are geared towards building up your sort of coordination and moving towards striking and fielding games. We're obviously a bit limited as to how close we can get to an actual game indoors. But on Thursday's lesson, we'll have a go at maybe some slightly more specific striking and fielding, possibly target throwing type activities. Okay, enjoy. Let us know how you get on. If you want to make some comments, do it on Teams, and good luck.